The following is a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio. Our coverage of Dowling Catholic Sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Klein Electric, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs, Blessman International, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Bozen the Florist. Thank you for supporting Iowa Catholic Radio.
For those days to get going, they just wanted the game to hurry up and get here. So tonight, here we are. So time to get going.
Well, it is, and for Dowling Catholic, they have not played in about 8 days. Their last game was their senior night, and that was the 50 years of Dowling basketball being recognized a week ago yesterday, and they've had like 8 days off, so they have got to be itching to go. And, I don't know if they scrimmage other than amongst themselves, but the layoff from, you play your 21st game, and then you got 8 days off until you play your 22nd game. And if folks in Iowa high school know, your 22nd game is the first round of the postseason.
Right. I mean, they scrimmage their boys scout team that comes in probably once or twice a week and got some good run in them there. And, the girls do work hard. I mean, they had early practice on Thursday because I think it was conference day here at Dowling, and so they were able to get work in early that day. And they work hard. It's just, they want to play. Practice. One day when we were having that 3-game week, I think it was Ellie Olson said, well, we get another game, which is great. So, the kids just want to play.
Oh, they sure do. And tonight they'll have their opportunity as they take on Des Moines Lincoln, a team that Dowling hasn't played since about 4 years ago. A game you were involved with right here at the Dowling gym as the Maroons played Lincoln last in a regional semifinal, almost 4 years to the date, and it was a one-sided game. I remember doing the game with the one and only Steve DeVinny while you were sitting on the bench next to Coach Meyer and Coach Faber and Danner. Yeah,
that was our second to last game, unfortunately, that season. It was Caitlin's senior year, I believe.
Right.
And the Maroons came out and jumped all over Lincoln right away and just got away from Lincoln quickly. And it was a fast game, I'll say it that way. But they were ready that night, and they came out and showed what they had.
Well, they certainly did. And, today a lot of college basketball going on. I think all three of the four Division I women's teams were involved today. And in the Missouri Valley Conference, Drake in first place, and they won earlier as they defeated Belmont 77-71 down in Nashville, Tennessee. So the Drake women, 1-game lead in first place in the Missouri Valley Conference as they knocked off second place Belmont in Nashville, Tennessee. Congratulations to them. UNI come from behind win. Northern Iowa women down 18 in the half. They come back and knock off Murray State 89-87 in Murray, Kentucky. So 2 big wins in women's college basketball today. And then earlier this afternoon, Iowa State losing on the road at number 5 Texas 81-60. Iowa State women now back to in 5th place. Texas was tied for 3rd and ranked 5th. And on the men's side today, how about Iowa and Iowa State pulling out victories? Iowa State a win at home over Texas Tech, 82-74, to remain tied for first place in the Big 12 men's division. And the Iowa men come from behind and knock off number 20 Wisconsin in Iowa City, 88-86 in overtime in Iowa City. Hawkeyes were down 13 and came back. So a lot of Division I basketball today. The only team really not playing was the Iowa women on the women's side. And on the men's side, Northern Iowa and Drake are home tomorrow at 1 o'clock in Missouri Valley Conference men's basketball. But what a day it was for basketball.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the state of Iowa not having any pro teams as far as the highest divisions. College is everything here, and we've got 4 outstanding Division I universities that compete at a high level, and you can keep channel flipping, and unfortunately sometimes they play at the same time, so you don't have the computer and the TV, and people tease me sometimes. I've had the computer, the TV, another TV, and my phone going. So, yes, I get obsessed that way, but it's it's fun to know that you have some great players. Even thinking back to 2020 when Waukee had Katie Dennebear, who plays at Drake, and Johnston had Maya McDermott. And I mean, they're playing for Iowa schools as well at Northern Iowa and Drake, and just some incredible through the years. incredible girls basketball players just come through this state. And Caitlin gets the majority share, as she well deserves, but there are some really good, outstanding girls basketball players that are playing throughout the universities here and throughout other states as well.
No question about it. Mark Amadale alongside Scott Babinat. We'll take a 1-minute break as you're listening to pregame between tonight's game, Dowling and Lincoln. Girls Class 5A regional semifinal basketball here at the Dowling Catholic Gym, and we'll come back with starting lineups and more pregame after these messages on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology provides advanced and medical aesthetics, body contouring, wellness, and spa services. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Thank you, Brightside Aesthetics, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym, and we welcome everyone on Saturday night, girls Class 5A regional basketball here in the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Our thanks to Brady Grimm, who's back at the Iowa Catholic Radio Network studios, along with Mary Stasny. We appreciate them holding the fort down as we bring you girls 5A regional basketball. And Scott Babinat, Dowling Catholic, again off 8 days. They finished the regular season with a record of 17-4. Des Moines Lincoln won for the third time this year. They knocked off Des Moines East Wednesday to advance to tonight's game in the first round. They had a play-in game Wednesday. The Rails come in with a record of 6-17 under first-year head coach Dom Shirley. They've lost 8 of the last 9, but they did beat East on Wednesday to advance here 48-31. And for the Maroons, what a roll they're on. They've won 7 in a row in 15 of the last 16 games. The only loss was to number 1 Johnston, and the Dragons beat everybody twice this year in the conference because they're undefeated at 21-0 coming into tonight.
Yeah, and I think they've been basically the favorite the last 5 years, start the season, and well-deserved. But, again, they're the target, but Dowling has to take care of their business to get there and have a chance to knock them off at state.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. We'll start with Des Moines Lincoln under first-year head coach Dom Shirley. He's assisted by Mackenzie Dimmitt, Taryn Alessio, and Matt Heaston. Their JV coach is Abby Almanza, and they'll start at basically an all-guard lineup at one guard, Monique Stonehocker, 5'8 sophomore. She'll wear number 10. The other guard is Ava Sines, a 5'9 sophomore, wearing number 11. She leads the team with 25 made threes. And the other guard is Leah Ochoa, 5'5 sophomore. She'll wear number 45. And their leading scorer is number 53, Carly Julius. She's going to head to Iowa Lakes Community College, play basketball. And she is a 6'3 senior, averaging 8.5 points, 13.5 rebounds, leads the team in block shots also. And again, she'll wear number 53. And at center, Cassie Dickey, 5-foot junior. So it'll be Dickey, Ochoa, Sines, and Stonehocker, the 4 guards, along with Carly Julius, a 6'3 senior at center. And they'll go with the 3-person bench. Again, the Rails come in with a record of 6-17 and have lost 8 of their last 9 games, but did advance with the win over East on Wednesday in the first round of the girls' regional. Dowling will start their usual starting lineup. Maroons come in ranked 3rd in Class 5A. They are the number 1 seed in this region. They'll start at point guard, Ava Zedeker, a 5-foot junior, leading scorer, averaging 18.5 points, wearing number 13, and a captain. The other captain, Layla Tritton, a 5'8 junior, averaging 7 points, wearing number 15. And the third guard is Katie Moeller, a 5'11 freshman, and she'll wear number 11. The other captain is Ellie Olson, a 5'10 junior forward, and she'll wear number 5. And at center, Ellie Muller, a 6'1 sophomore for the Maroons, and she'll wear number 23. Dowling coached by Kristen Meyer in her 8th year, assisted by Joel Danner and Audrey Favor. The Maroons come in averaging 59 points on offense and give up 42 points on defense. That's a look at our starting lineups. We'll come back with the tip-off between Dowling and Lincoln. But first, a word from Dr. Dan Ryan, the president of Dowling Catholic High School, and our pregame prayer with Father Reed Flood here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Ryan, president of Dowling Catholic High School, and welcome to another season of exciting Dowling High School basketball. We are proud to be partners with Iowa Catholic Radio, not only broadcasting basketball, but also being partners in preparing Christ-centered leaders for life. Go Maroons!
Hello, my name is Father Reed Flood. Let us pray together for the coaches, players, and trainers for this athletic competition this evening. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your gifts. We ask that you bless all those involved in this athletic competition this evening. We ask that you keep them safe and that they show good sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Sebastian, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
And welcome back to the Dowling Catholic Gym. Alongside Scott Babinet, Mark Amadale, about set for tip-off, Dowling and Lincoln. And the Rails come in, again, with a record of 6-17. Dowling's record 17-4. And, of course, what do we got here? Other games going on tonight. We'll try to keep people updated. Region 1 has Des Moines North at Johnson. And the other game in that region has Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln at Sioux City West. So those winners will play on Tuesday night to go to state. Region 3, which is what Dowling's in, Lincoln and Dowling. And the other side of the bracket, Ottumwa and Roosevelt. That game being played at Roosevelt right now, and Dowling will get the winner, or Lincoln will get that winner on Tuesday. Region 4 has Urbandale at Waukee, Iowa City West at Southeast Polk. The two winners will play on Tuesday. Sioux City North at Ankeny Centennial in Region 5, and Ames and Sioux City East in Region 5. Those two winners will play Tuesday night. They're both meeting tonight. Everybody's tipping off at 7 o'clock. Iowa City High takes on defending champion Pleasant Valley tonight in Region 6, and Bettendorf and Waukee Northwest, and that game being played at Waukee Northwest High School. And don't tell me our official, Mr. Jim Crozier, who is our lead official, the little thing that bounces in the whistle is not working, and Jim's going to have to go back to the locker room. We may start two-man here.
Isn't the Fox 40 with no P in it?
When the BB doesn't work, you can't blow a whistle. And then Region 8, finally, Cedar Rapids Kennedy taking on 8th-ranked Ankeny. That game being played in Ankeny tonight. And the winner of that game will face the winner of Iowa City, Liberty, and Valley. And that is the 8-9 region. Ankeny's 8, Valley's 9. Won't that be an interesting regional final Tuesday night if those two teams meet, Scott?
Yeah, it is some exciting basketball to come up. Tonight you may see some lopsided scores, but I think Tuesday you'll see a lot more competitive scores that will come through on, is it X now? I have to say X?
Yeah, Twitter. Yeah.
The artist formerly known as Twitter. Oh, here he is.
Yeah, so Jim Crozier, everybody. Jim Crozier is a partner here, Eric Gilson. I've known those guys for years, and he just laughs. I said, you know, what can you do? Your whistle goes. At least he wasn't the first call. You found out you don't have a whistle. We're underway. Dowling wins the tip. They go right to left. Lincoln stays man-to-man. Lincoln in their all-black uniforms with maroon numbers and a little bit of border trim. Here's a shot in the corner, no good by the Maroons. Offensive rebound, Ellie Moeller. Her put back up, good. Moeller very strong inside. Dowling leading 2-0, and we're off and running here at the Dowling Gym. Maroons come out with a 2-2-1 full court press. Now they drop back to man-to-man as Lincoln advances the basketball across the timeline. Rail splitters with it. This is Leah Ochoa. Reverse pass, stolen away by Dowling, intended for Cassidy Dickey. Layup with the left hand, good. Zedeker with the steal and basket. Dowling up 4-0.
Yeah, the Dowling's will put the pressure on right away and try to put this game out of reach as fast as possible tonight and just attack, get to the lane a lot, and try to get some easy baskets.
All right, here's Carly Julius with it for the Rails. Dribble handoff goes to Dickey. Cassidy with it. Cassidy at 5-foot junior. They reverse the left side. They get it over to Ava Sines. Now the reverse pass to Ochoa, and it's tipped in the back court by Dowling. So 7 on the shot clock. Rails got to move. Underneath, it's Julius. Fall-away jumper, good. Carly Julius shoots and scores from the right baseline, 5 feet out.
That was a nice little move there.
Dowling in transition, long three up, and rolls off the rim, no good by Katie Moeller. Offensive rebound, her sister, it's no good, and out of bounds to Lincoln. So Katie with the corner three from the right side, it was no good. Ellie with the offensive rebound, but couldn't get it to fall, and tipped out of bounds by Ellie. It'll be Lincoln basketball facing the press. And now Zediker with the steal. And underneath, the shot up too strong, rebound Moeller. Ellie with it, kicks it out. Here is Tritton for three, it's good. Top of the key, Tritton. Off Muller's rebound there, Scott.
Yeah, Dowling already has 4 offensive rebounds, and that was a good kick out for Tritton.
7-2 Dowling. And now the Maroons with the steal at half court. Now Tritton again for three. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound Lincoln. Clearing it out of there. In the backcourt is Ava Saenz, and now Saenz has the ball stolen away. Zediker with the steal, layup up and short. Saenz with the rebound, a foul on Zediker.
She's had a couple just roll off there after steals that she's gotten.
So Zediker with her first foul, as we're starting hot here at the Dowling gym. 7-2 Maroons. Tonight's game in the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, brought to you in part by Bozen the Florist, Ashworth Vision Clinic, and Construction Professional. Now here's a steal by Zediker, and now a long three up and no good by the Maroons to the top of the key by Katie Moeller. Rebound Lincoln. Leah Ochoa comes away with it. Gets it to Cassidy Dickey, who's running the point for Lincoln.
You know, it's amazing, Mark, when you see Katie shoot. We were talking about this the other night on the way to the game, how even when she shoots it, whether make or make, it just looks good leaving her hands all the time.
Yeah, she's got great form. Now the rails work underneath. Shot no good by Carly Julius. Rebound Dowling, and now in transition, Olsen leaves it for Katie Moeller. Her shot in the baseline, no good. Rebound Lincoln. Carly Julius. Head coach Dom Shirley told me Carly Julius, 986 career rebounds at Lincoln. And she's just 14 away from 1,000 rebounds. Might get it tonight the way it's going. Here's a long three after a steal by Dowling. No good from the right corner by Zediker, but rebound. Slap back to Zediker, and the Maroons will reset. And now Katie Moeller down the lane. Her shot too strong. Rebound Olsen. In the corner it goes to Zediker for three. It's no good. So the Maroons not lighting up the score sheet. Rebound Lincoln. 7-2 Dowling. 4:20 to go. First quarter here at the Dowling gym on the regional semifinal in Class 5A. Lincoln with the basketball. Here's Julius in the lane. Has the ball blocked by Moeller. Outlet pass goes to Katie Moeller. Ellie to Katie. Layup good.
Yeah, good transition there. Dowling's getting the shots they want. They've had 3 or 4 layups just roll off and getting some wide open threes that aren't falling at this point, but they are controlling the game.
All right, Lincoln breaks the press. With the basketball is Cassidy Dickey, guarded by Zediker. Cassidy gives up a lot of height. She's 5 foot tall going against Zediker. Ava at 5'10". Now the rails work underneath. The ball's blocked out of bounds by Olsen. It goes off the shooter's hands, or rather her legs, and that was Lincoln's Leah Ochoa to be Dowling basketball. And wholesale substitutions both ways. But not before we have a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 3:36 to go first quarter. Dowling 9, Lincoln 2 here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Fast Signs, Blessman International, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Scott, you got some quick numbers?
Yeah,
Dowling's
already 4 for 16 from the field, and to Lincoln's 1 for 4. Dowling has 9 rebounds. Lincoln has 5. 6 of those are offensive for Dowling. Big stat growing right now is the turnovers for Lincoln. They have 5. And so, again, Dowling's dominating. They're just not shooting the ball very well.
Right into the Lincoln lineup as they rotate their bench. They'll get Liaria Martinez, 5'2" junior, wearing number 1. She's one of the captains on this team. She is checked in. Dowling has Macy Harnden, and now they get loose underneath and a layup up and good.
Yeah, Moeller.
That's Ellie Muller.
Ellie Muller.
With another basket. Steal by Dowling, and now a foul as Ellie gets the ball back and draws the foul. So Ellie with her 4th point. Foul on Lincoln.
I know we said this throughout the year quite a bit, that it's really nice when Ellie Muller gets active and aggressive inside because she can really control the game for the Maroons there.
And Muller's first free throw, no good. Ellie on the year, a 53% free throw shooter. So Kaylee Klein, 5'11 freshman, and wearing number 21 in the lineup for Dowling. And Macy Harnden, 5'3 junior, wearing number 33 in the lineup. Second free throw good by Ellie Muller. She has 5 points. And it's 12-2, Dowling by 10. Maroons continue the full court press. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. They say it went off Lincoln. So it'll be Dowling basketball.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, that was an unforced error. They just threw it a little too high for the other player. She was open to catch it.
And Dowling will inbound the ball right in front of the Lincoln bench to our left. Dowling going north to south here in the first half as they usually do. And now here's Zediker with it. Now to Katie Muller to Harnden for 3. It's good. Macy Harnden with her first 3 of the year, her 22nd 3 of the season. Dowling out to a 15-2 lead. As Maroon leads by 13. And now Lincoln breaking the press to get the ball in the front court. Pull-up jumper, left elbow, bounces off the glass, no good. Rebound Dowling. That was Stonehocker with the miss. And now Zediker the other way, and Ava shot up and good. The basket will count, and a foul on Lincoln.
That time she went aggressively to score. Unlike the couple that rolled off for her, it looked like she went a little light on that. This time she went real aggressive and made it.
Cassidy Dickey with the foul. That's her first. Team foul number 2 on the rails. Substitution now for Lincoln as Ava Signs back into the lineup. And she will replace Carly Julius, the rails post player. And the free throw up and good by Zediker. So she completes the traditional 3-point play. She has 5 points, 18-2 Maroons. Dowling with pressure. Ball slapped away by Zediker, retrieved by Lincoln. Now a steal by Ava Muller at half court, and she takes it all the way down and scores. Ellie Muller with her 7th point. And it's 20-2, Dowling by 18.
She saw that from a long ways away.
And the Maroons with another steal. They get it underneath. Muller with the basket. It's good. 20-point lead for Dowling, and Muller with 9. It's Ellie Muller. Getting across the timeline is Lincoln. It's Signs with it.
That's 13 quick points right out of that timeout that was called.
Yeah, it's coming in bunches. Ochoa now caught in the baseline. They work it inside. The ball stolen away by Ellie Muller as they tried to feed the post, and that was Ella Faust, who's in the lineup, number 44 for Lincoln. And the turnover, Dowling with the ball. Now here's Harnden underneath to Ellie Muller. Layup good. Harnden with the assist and Muller with the basket. And Ellie with 11 first half points. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 1:36 to go first quarter. And we'll see what our officials say. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Our officials are Jim Crozier, Eric Gilson, and Travis Gravy. Congratulations to them in the postseason. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Klein Electric, Construction Professionals, Ashworth Vision Clinic, and Bozen the Florist. And we have someone over at the Southeast Polk game tonight, somebody who sat in your chair while you were gone, said, hey, I'm Markham at the Southeast Polk game, and I'll give you updates from Southeast Polk and Iowa City West. So we got one game covered of the many going on in Class 5A regional semis tonight, Scott.
Well, that's good to get reports because we need a lot to talk about tonight.
We are. We're going to talk more about your night in Iowa City on Thursday.
I don't know if we have enough time on that one. That was what a great night.
That's a great night. You're going to tell the story. It's going to be like baseball. You talk between pitches. We'll be doing that between baskets as much as possible. Lincoln with the basketball out of the timeout. With it is Monique Stonehocker, who is one of the starters, 5'8 sophomore. And now a shot up and no good by Ava Signs, and rebound out to Dowling. 24-2 Maroons. Maroons running the transition. They get it to Olsen underneath. Kick back out to Tritton for 3. Up, no good. Offensive rebound Dowling and in the hands of Tritton. Here's Klein with it. To Harnden. She'll shoot the 3. Top of the key, good. Macy Harnden with her second made 3 of the night and her 23rd of the year. And it's 27-2 Dowling by 25.
She just comes off the bench and is just ready to go. I mean, she has no fear to shoot. it's amazing, her performance this year.
Well, Lincoln gets the ball down court. Ochoa shot no good, but Dowling the other way, and that was Harden with the basket.
Yeah.
So Macy.
I thought it was Trenton. But
we'll give it to her. Trenton shoots and scores for Dowling. Runs up by score 29-2. Here's a steal by Dowling. Trenton takes it down, and she draws the foul with 23 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Now, we do have the running clock whenever the game gets above a 35-point lead. Liera Martinez picks up the foul, her first. Third team foul on Lincoln here in the quarter. 23 seconds remaining. And Trenton at the free throw line hits the first free throw. Layla with 6 points in the contest.
They're shorting us with missing the stats on the big scoreboard tonight.
I think they're missing if you look in the press, press row, missing one. Where's Ricky at? That's who's missing. Second free throw good.
That's a good shout out. We miss you.
Absolutely. Jay Ricky not here. So we don't have individual stats on the board. So we got to go by what I have and what you see. All right, here's a long three. It's no good by Signs of Lincoln. Rebound Dowling. Klein down court to Trenton, and a jump stop and a basket by Layla Trenton. Diagonal pass, great pass by Klein, and we've come to the end of the first quarter with the score. Dowling Catholic 33, Des Moines Lincoln 2. Alongside Scott Babinett, Mark Hemmedale. We'll have more to talk about tonight here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. End of the first quarter in Class 5A regional semifinal basketball. Dowling 33, Lincoln 2 on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym, underway here in the second quarter. Lincoln with the basketball. Dowling leading 33-2. In this girls 5A regional semifinal. Rails with it as they start. Liera Martinez. She'll launch the three. It's good from the top of the key. Martinez with her team-leading 42nd three of the year. And that's Lincoln's second field goal. Now, Muller for three. That's Ellie Muller. It's up and no good. And a whistle and a reach-in foul on the rails. I think they're going to get signs for the foul. No, I guess not. Leo Ochoa picks up the foul. That's her second for the Rails. First team foul of the second quarter. Dowling 33, Lincoln 5. Now here's Zediker. Corner three, good from the left wing. Ava Zediker with 8 points. And it's all Dowling, 36-5 Maroons. Rails back in, and Julius' shot up and no good. Rebound Dowling. Maroons go with the diagonal pass. Katie Muller to Ava Olsen, to Ellie Olsen, and she has her first basket of the night. Ellie's puts the lead up 38-5 to Dowling.
Yeah, they're just getting the ball and able to run out. Rim run is what we'd say in practice, and they're just doing a good job of that tonight.
Walla Gabir, number 3 in the lineup for Lincoln, a 5'7" sophomore. A long three up and no good. Rebound Dowling. Maroons with another basket. We'll have the running clock in effect. And now Trenton with the pass, or with the catch down low, and shoots and scores. Layla Trenton, the beneficiary there. And Dowling up 40-5, and we'll have the running clock. Now Lincoln backs in. A shot up and good. The basket will count. The foul on Ellie Muller. Ellie got her hands out too far, and a nice job by Julius, who shoots and scores.
Yeah, sometimes she doesn't leave the space, and as it allows the offensive player to get to her body, that gets her in trouble with fouls. I don't know if you noticed, Mark, but we have 4 members of the Clark family. It's not Caitlin, though.
No, I haven't noticed. I know it's probably easy to do if I start looking at the stands, because this isn't the most well-attended game, as Julius's free throw is no good. Carly Julius headed to Iowa Lakes Community College to play basketball with a miss. Down the other way, and here's Ellie Muller stepping out beyond the three-point line. Good. Muller with 14 points to lead Dowling.
Yeah, again, they're just getting whatever shot they want at this point, and they're just shooting with such confidence now after the slow shooting start.
43-7, Dowling, and now we got a jump ball in the lane as Ellie Muller ties up Carly Julius, and it'll be Dowling possession as Klein and Harnden back in. Katie Muller and her sister Ellie Muller will check out. Martinez in there for Lincoln. So is Ava Sines. Also in there is Ella Faust and Monique Stonehocker for the Rails to go along with Ochoa. Now underneath, they get it to Ellie Olsen on the left block, and her layup is good. Olsen with 4 points all in the second quarter.
It's nice to see that things that Coach Meyer wants them to do, they're actually executing pretty much to perfection tonight, looking for each other underneath when they draw the defense.
Now corner 3 up and no good by Martinez for Lincoln. The rebound out to Dowling. Bruins another run out. Olsen's shot up and no good, and the follow-up shot by Tritton is no good, but she was fouled and will go to the free throw line. Foul will be on the Liera Martinez, her second. And Tritton will have two free throws coming. First free throw up and good. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by our good friends at Construction Professionals, Klein Electric, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Second free throw no good by Tritton. And rebound out to the Rails. And now a long 3 by Sines is no good in transition. Rebound Martinez. Stolen away by Harnden. So the other way we go, Dowling with the ball in the front court. Maroons lead it 46-7 over Lincoln. Zedeker for 3. It's off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound Olsen, and a loose ball foul called on Lincoln on Monique Stonehocker, her first. It'll be out of bounds to Dowling. That'll be the third team foul on Lincoln. Now here is Zedeker. Again, a corner 3 left wing, good. They left her open, and you can't do that very often to her. That's her second 3 of the night for Ava Zedeker. She has 11 points. 49-7 Dowling.
And they're not really having to force anything. They're able to pass the ball to get what they want and pretty much do what they want tonight.
Iowa City West leading Southeast Polk 8-5 at the end of the first quarter in the another regional semifinal over at the Southeast Polk gym. So Iowa City West with the lead. Now turnover right in front of us as the pass to Dickey goes out of bounds. So it'll be Dowling basketball. And substitutions for the Maroons. Maddie Rice will check in for the first time, number 25, a 5'8 sophomore. Katie Muller back in. Zedeker, Olsen, and Tritton will check out. And also in there for Dowling, Kaylee Klein. And who else came in? Klein will launch the 3. It's good. Kaylee Klein with her first 3 of the night. 52-7 Maroons. 4 minutes to play, second quarter here at the Dowling gym. These halftime stats should be interesting.
They will be. They were interesting to start with the lack of shooting that was going on, but Dowling hasn't missed much since that first time out.
No, they haven't. Here's Sines with it. Now out to Martinez. They lob it inside to Julius. Backs in. Puts up a shot that's blocked by Muller and out of bounds. It'll stay with Lincoln. 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
Ellie did a good job at hanging in there. There was a post up and kind of a bounce off, and then she kept the distance to block the ball out of bounds.
Rails will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. They got to get a shot off, and they do, and a shot blocked. As Julius' shot blocked by Ellie Muller. Rebound out to Dowling. Maroons on a run out. Here's Muller. Katie with the shot. It's no good. And a rebound out to Signs in Lincoln. Ava Signs. 5'9" sophomore. Dribbles in the front court. Leaves it for Cassidy Dickey. Dickey guarded by Katie Muller. 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Dowling 52, Lincoln 7. Long three by Signs, up and good right in front of us. Ava Signs with her 26th three of the year. 52-10 is our score. Now here's Klein underneath, and a blocking foul called on Lincoln. And 2 shots coming for Kaylee Klein.
Yeah, she's very athletic, and she'll usually, excuse me, I'm stoling my words here. She'll usually pop that three right away, but that time she took off and attacked inside the 6'3" center and drew the foul.
Klein will have 2 free throws. First one up and good. She's an 83% free throw shooter on the year. Klein, a 5'11" freshman for the Maroons. Into the Dowling lineup, Emma Hazel for the first time tonight. The lone senior on the Dowling club, a 5'7" senior wearing number 31. Also in there, Maddie Rice, a 5'8" sophomore. Second free throw by Klein is good. She has 5 points, 54-10.
It's good to see these younger girls play. Hopefully they get to play a lot tonight. I mean, you want to keep your regulars, in rhythm, so to speak. But, we were talking one day, you don't win the state tournament here, but you could lose it with an unfortunate injury.
That's correct. Now a long three, no good by Dowling, and that was Maddie Rice with the miss, but offensive rebound. Emma Hazel, and the Maroons keep the possession. Now a corner three by Maddie Rice is no good. The ball goes out of bounds off of Lincoln. The Maroons will get a brand new shot clock. The other thing is Dowling starters haven't played in 8 days,
right,
and you got to give them some reps tonight,
right,
at least game reps.
Right.
And, you're always looking ahead, but also trying to do what's right for the group. Now Dowling with the ball out of the timeout. Here's a long three by Nellie Johnson. It's no good, who's in the lineup. Nellie, a 5'7" sophomore. Offensive rebound, Dowling. Here's Harnden with it. Dribbles the baseline. Kicks it back out. Now Klein, top of the key for three. Good. Kaylee Klein with her 8th point off the bench in this quarter. 2 minutes to play, and Dowling up 57-10. The Maroons by 47, their largest lead of the night over Des Moines Lincoln. Rails in the front court, Ochoa with it. Gets it to Kiela Key. Lobs it inside to Julius. And it's poked away and stolen away by Dowling. There's Harnden with it. Lob pass underneath to Emma Hazel. Her shot no good. Gets her own rebound, but was on the baseline. It'll be Lincoln basketball with 1:36 to play.
And when I'd say that, Mark, you want to get them their reps, but also you have to trust that your scout team is doing a good job preparing them as well. So, these younger girls have worked really hard this year, and this may be their one time to shine when it's all said and done.
Lincoln run their little dribble weave with the guards. Now they get it to Kiela with 10 on the shot clock, and we got an offensive foul with an illegal pick on Lincoln. That'll be on, I believe, Kiela Key, we were just talking about, and it is. That'll be her first foul, and that'll be team foul number 4 on the rails with 1:12 to go here in the second quarter. Dowling 57, Lincoln 10. Mark Amadale, Scott Babinett here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Glad you could join us tonight. Emma Hazel with it for Dowling. Gets to Harnden. Down the corner to Klein. Over to Hazel. Now to Maddie Rice. Over to Nellie Johnson for three. Good. Nellie with her first three of the night.
And that's good execution there. Lincoln had switched to the zone. They've been playing a lot of man, and they switch over, and the patience got them the wide open shot that the Maroons wanted to.
Dowling by 50. 40 seconds to play here in the first half. Dribbling with the ball is Ochoa. Tries to lob it inside to Julius. Now it's knocked away, and a whistle and a foul in the lane on Dowling. And this will be on Emma Hazel. Her first, the lone senior. Emma also part of the Dowling Catholic High School Activity Spotlight this month. We'll talk more about that later. As the free throw is no good by Lincoln and Kiela Key there, Scott.
Yeah, this who'd they call the foul on? I'm sorry, I missed that.
It was on Hazel.
Yeah, Hazel's in there battling also with the big girl inside, trying to defend her. And,
Julius.
Julius, sorry, it was right here in front of me. Julius.
Yeah. Second free throw, no good. Ball slapped out of bounds. It'll be Dowling basketball. The Maroons now in the front court.
She is a strong post player, by the way, so she gets her position pretty easily.
Here's Harndon in the lane. Her shot up, no good. Rolls off the rim, literally. Rebound comes out to Dowling as Maddie Rice with it. Rice dribbles in the lane, goes around a defender, layup with the left hand, good. Nice move by Maddie Rice, her first 2 points tonight for the 5'8" sophomore. And that'll be the final shot of the game as the Maroons lead it at halftime, 62-10 here at the Dowling Gym. Halftime of our girls regional semifinal. Mark Amadale alongside Scott Babinet. We'll take a 2-minute break along our Iowa Catholic Radio Network stations. And our thanks tonight to Brady Grimm and Mary Stasmy, who are our studio producers. And again, we'll be back here at the Dowling Gym after this 2-minute break. Gives us a chance to total up the numbers here at halftime. Our score, Dowling Catholic 62, Des Moines Lincoln 10. And we'll return to Class 5A girls regional semifinal basketball tonight. The postseason begins for the Dowling girls after this 2-minute break on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
Common sense tells us that our sins have consequences. If after committing a sin and we confess, then God promises to forgive us. Yet there can still remain what the church calls a temporal punishment or consequence for our sin. For instance, in 2 Samuel 12, after David confesses his sin of adultery, the prophet Nathanael tells him that the Lord has forgiven him, but nevertheless he will suffer the death of his child as a consequence of his sin. Our relationship with God is a personal one, and our sins are not just rule violations, but personal offenses that need to be mended. We can fulfill the temporal punishments for our sins through sincere sorrow for our transgressions, prayers, sacrifices, and acts of charity. As part of the body of Christ, we can also assist in coming to the aid of our brothers and sisters, both living and dead. This is the basic principle behind the Church's practice of indulgences, and undoubtedly what St. Paul has in mind in Colossians 1:24, where he says, I rejoice in my sufferings and complete what is lacking in Christ's affliction for the sake of his body, the Church. Or perhaps it's put best in 1 Peter 4:8, which simply states, love covers a multitude of sins. This is Greg Ewell for Faith Check.
KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym on the first night of the postseason for Dowling Catholic High School and Class 5A girls regional semifinal basketball alongside Scott Babinet, Mark Amadale. The winner of the Dowling-Lincoln game will play on Tuesday night against the winner of tonight's game between Roosevelt and Ottumwa. And that girls' game is going on at Roosevelt at this time. We'll try to get an update. But here it's Dowling leading 62-10 over Des Moines Lincoln, and the Maroons just kind of flexing their muscle. And, when you're a third-ranked team in the state, you got the number one seed in Region 3. They're flexing their muscle. And I think, Scott, while you're doing your stats, I'm going to get on the old X, or formerly known as Twitter, and see if I can pick up some other games going on in Class 5A district or regional girls basketball.
Okay, so
read slowly.
Okay. The first time reporting these stats, Lincoln was 1 for 4 from the field. At this point in the game at half, they are 4 for 19 from the field. 0 for 3 from the free throw line unofficially. 11 rebounds, 3 of which are offensive, and the big stat for them that's really damaging their efforts is 17 turnovers. For Dowling, they started off 4 for 16 from the field. They're now 23 for 45 from the field, 9 for 21 from three-point line. So since then, they're 19 for 29. So they've really zoned in on what they need to do shooting-wise. I have them as 7 for 9 from the free throw line, 27 rebounds, 14 of which are offensive, and no turnovers, which is a huge advantage if the other team's turning over 17. So
it certainly is. And no report on any of the social media from Roosevelt or Atumwa. I looked on both their social media accounts, so we're trying to get that score at halftime. Well, let's take a look at the scoring in the first half for both teams. First of all, for the visitors from Des Moines Lincoln, who trail 62-10 here at halftime. They had 3 players in the scoring column, led by Carly Julius with 4 points, and then 3 points each for Liera Martinez and Ava Saenz. The Rails were 0 for 3 at the free throw line. For Dowling Catholic, the Maroons had 9 players in the scoring column and were led by 3 players in double figures. Ellie Muller leading the way with 14 points, followed by Layla Tritton and Ava Zedeker with 11 points each. 6 points each for Kaylee Klein off the bench and Macy Harnden off the bench. 4 points for Ellie Olson and 2 points each for Katie Muller and for Maddie Rice. Nellie Johnson also with 3 points. Dowling went 6 of 9 at the free throw line as Dowling got out to a 33-2 lead at the end of the first quarter and outscored Lincoln 29-8 in the second quarter to lead here at halftime 62-10, Scott Babinett. So that's what I have thus far.
Yeah, Dowling's gone just after the early shooting woes, they've just taken off. They put the pressure on her right away. They attacked Lincoln to get every shot they wanted. They protected the ball, valued the ball, which we've talked about all year, and they just didn't leave any doubt as to what was going to happen tonight. On the Lincoln side, I do like what I've seen from their coaches. You know, they're overmatched, but they're not stopping. They're trying a few different things defensively, trying to slow Dowling down. It's just not happening tonight, and but that's hard when you're building a program and you have the balance that Dowling has as a team and the talent they have and the skill level, there's a big difference tonight.
It is, and as we talked a little bit in the pregame, Dom Shirley in his first year at the Rails head coach, he was on the boys' side with Coach Einerson, who's the Dowling boys coach. He was a coach at Lincoln for 6 years with Coach Einerson, and they asked him to be the girls' coach, so it is an undertaking. He's going to basically starting from scratch. He took over for Rob Newton, who resigned after last year. And Don Shirley has Mackenzie Dimmitt, Taryn Alessio, and Matt Heaston, along with Abby Alamanza. And, they've got to try to get the program going. He talked to me about some things that he's doing. I know Coach Shirley's dad real well, very good softball coach here up in Northeast Iowa now. And, he knows how to do it, but it's just going to take a while, and it's not going to be tonight.
It does. And actually in the 25 to 30 years that I had the privilege of being around coaching and all that, I've been on both sides of this, and it's really not much fun when you're on that side and you're building, but you're looking for the positives. You're trying to build the trust with your players to say, look, keep fighting through this because it's going to get better if you keep working, keep listening, and learn the lessons that we're teaching you throughout the year. And you can even find some positives in some of these games if you keep fighting, and that's what his girls are doing tonight.
Have a halftime score from Southeast Polk. It's Iowa City West leading Southeast Polk 20-18 over at the Southeast Polk gym. So some of those crossover games, and that is an 8-9 bracket, if you will, with Southeast Polk. No, I'm sorry, that's Region 4. So that has Urbandale and Waukee the 4th seed, and Iowa City West and Southeast Polk the 13th seed. So We'll try to get as scores as we can through social media, but it's very difficult. Boys State Wrestling Tournament going on down at Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines, so a lot of the media are down there. So these are basketball games, these regional games in Class 5A basically being covered by their athletic directors, so we're relying on athletic directors or part of their
that could be problematic.
Well, or their social media folks at each school if they would put them on there, but sometimes they don't during the game, so that's what we're up against. So, all right, we're going to take a 1-minute break, come back for the start of the second half alongside Scott Babinett, Mark Hamadale. Halftime here at the Dowling Gym. Dowling 62, Lincoln 10. We'll return with the second half in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for programming is provided by construction professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. ashworthvision.com.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym, and Lincoln with the basketball first, and the Rails turn it over to start the second half. The Maroons with a 62-10 lead, and now the other way we go in transition. Ellie Muller gets the basket, and now she has 16 points.
Yeah, Ava got the block there, and she ran down court, and she's in position. They threw the pass, and Ellie Muller ran right between it, intercepted it, and put it in.
Now the Rails underneath, and a nice move by Carly Julius on the right block, shoots and scores. That is her 6th point of the night. She leads Lincoln in scoring. Rails 0 for 3 from the free throw line in the first half. Dowling 6 of 9. Now the Maroons with the basketball. Here's Zediker left alone for 3. Good, right in front of the Dowling bench as the Maroons go left to right towards the north basket. Zediker with 14 points, 67-12 Maroons.
And that was one of those rare things where you get by with the passing back to the same spot. They just completely left her, and she was able to shoot that 3.
Here's the ball poked away between Moeller and Zediker into the hands of Tritton underneath the Katie Moeller, and she's fouled by Signs, and Ava will pick up the foul for Lincoln. That'll be her first. Game clock is running. 6:40 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll have the continuous clock. Mark Hamadale, Scott Babinett. Our thanks to our fine folks back at Iowa Catholic Radio for being on the board on this Saturday night. First free throw no good by Katie Muller, Mary Stasny, and Brady Grimm. As Muller's first free throw no good. Katie tonight with just 2 points. Second one on the way, good. So 3 points for Katie Muller, comes in averaging just over 11. And a 50% free throw shooter, and she went 1 for 2, just as her stats indicate.
Yeah. And she's had some good open shots tonight. They're just not falling. But, again, she's got such a nice shot that they're going to fall.
Corner 3 no good by Lincoln, and that was Liera Martinez. Dowling the other way, and a three-pointer up and good by Layla Tritton. That is Tritton's 14th point.
And it's just so hard for Lincoln to guard them. They get out to the ball and quick drive, and everything collapses, and the other side's wide open.
Three-pointer by Martinez, no good for Lincoln. Dowling with the rebound, Tritton with it. Outlet pass goes to Katie Muller. Now to her sister Ellie. Back to Katie. Maroons trying to run their offense against Lincoln's man-to-man. Now Ellie Muller in the corner. Kicks it back out to Tritton. Top of the key for 3 by Katie Muller. Good. Katie Muller with her first three-pointer of the night. That's her second field goal, and she has 6 points. 74-12 Dowling.
It's just amazing. 15 years ago, you wouldn't seen kids come out with the form as freshmen shooting that 3 so comfortably as they did. The transformation of the game has been amazing.
You're exactly right. Freshmen up here playing with the varsity. the one thing I notice is a turnover by Lincoln is strength. And when you play teams like Johnson, those freshmen are kind of underwhelmed with the strength. And now Dowling in transition, layup off the glass good by Katie Moeller, and a timeout Lincoln with 5:04 to go here in the third quarter. And this will be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 76-12, Dowling with the lead over Lincoln. 5:04 left to go, third quarter. Back in 1 minute to the Dowling Gym on Iowa Catholic Radio.
This is Dale Ahlquist with a Chesterton Minute. Have you ever noticed what happens when people set out to destroy the church? They don't destroy the church, but they manage to wreck everything else. G.K. Chesterton says men who begin to fight the church for the sake of freedom and humanity end up flinging away freedom and humanity if only they may fight the church. The secularists have not managed to destroy divine things, but they have destroyed secular things. Thanks to the war against the church, the world is a mess. We have more disorder, more distress, more discontent than ever before. And that's why we must defend the faith. By defending God's truth, we are defending all truth. By defending the church, we are saving the world. Want more than a minute? Chesterton.org.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym Girls Class 5A Regional Semifinals. And 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Dowling leading 76-12 over Lincoln. Lincoln with the basketball. Here's Signs with it. Ava with the shot off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good by the Rails. And I think that is Wallach and Beer in there battling and got the offensive rebound, but knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Dowling basketball.
We had a hockey line change for the Maroons.
I see that. I'm going to try to get everybody caught up as we have Macy Harnden in there, along with Kaylee Klein, Nellie Johnson. Her mom's right behind you, so say nice things about her. Three-pointer up, good by Kaylee Klein. That's her 9th point of the night. Let's see who else is out there for the Maroons. Nobody stayed? I thought one person stayed.
Nope.
Okay, so also out there, Emma Hazel. We may be talking to her at the end of the game, Scott. And Maddie Rice. Lincoln in the lane, shot no good. Ball slapped around, rebounded by Lincoln. Layup up and no good by Carly Julius, but she was fouled. And that'll be on Dowling's Nellie Johnson. So her mom might come out from behind us with that foul. Dad's over there in the aisle. And free throws coming for Julius. First one up and good. Carly is headed to Iowa Lakes Community College up there in northern Iowa to play basketball. And as Coach Shirley told me, second free throw no good. Rebound Nellie Johnson and Dowling. As Coach Shirley told me, she only needed 14 more rebounds to have 1,000 rebounds in her career at Lincoln, which ends probably tonight. And the corner three, good by Dowling, Kaylee Klein. Another nice shooter.
Yeah. It's and the way Dowling's shooting, there's not a lot of rebounds to get on that side of it either.
Kaylee's fourth three of the night. That means, and her 2 free throws, so 14 points for Klein.
And they need to. They primarily use her and why am I blanking on her name?
Muller. Katie. So you want it?
No, off the bench. Why am I blanking right now?
Now Lincoln with the basketball. They get the ball inside. The shot up and no good by Ochoa, but Julius with the rebound and the put back up and good.
Harnden.
Oh, Macy Harnden. Okay.
My whole thought was on the bench, and they've come in and put good numbers up for the Maroons tonight, which is a good sign because they are primarily the 2 girls that come off the bench to play.
And Julius completes the 3-point play. 82-16 Dowling. Corner three by Klein again is good. Kaylee Klein, Katie Muller, Macy Harnden have that type of shot that can be deadly outside, and we've seen that tonight. Now, Coach Shirley wants a 30-second timeout for Lincoln. 2:43 to go here in the third quarter. Dowling 85, Lincoln 16 here on Iowa Catholic Radio. We appreciate you tuning in tonight on Saturday night. This is our only Saturday night broadcast of the season. And we'd like to recognize our Dowling Catholic High School Activity Spotlight. Congratulations to February's recipient, Emma Hazel, Dowling Catholic class of 2024, for being a recognized witness to the very best of faith, academics, and student activities. And you can hear Emma's interview with John Leonetti and Deacon Mark Campbell on the Catholic Morning Show by visiting Iowa Catholic Radio's podcast page. That interview was on Friday, February 2nd. And of course, Katie and her mom and dad, Mike's matter of fact, Mike, her dad, was a PE teacher of Caitlin Clark at St. Francis. Her mom, Sarah, is a assistant principal at St. Luke's in Ankeny. And she's got a couple of siblings, Logan and Laney. So congratulations to her, our sponsor, as Lincoln out of the timeout. Shoots and scoring is Carly Julius.
And the whole interview is worth listening to. Again, I mentioned the other night when we were talking about it, it's good to see these student athletes putting into practice what they're learning off the court as well and enriching others' lives.
We want to thank Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology in Clive for offering a wide range of aesthetic and wellness services and providing customized care to have you looking your best. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com, proud sponsor of our Dowling Catholic High School Activity Spotlight. And now Miss Nellie Johnson with her second three of the night for Dowling. The crowd behind us a little rough there.
Another girl come off the bench with a sweet-looking shot.
88-18. Dowling, yes, by 70. Yeah. Here in the third quarter with the running clock, and now traveling on the baseline by Ochoa of Lincoln. The Rails with substitutions. Ella Faust will check in. She wears number 42. And back in the lineup, Cassidy Dickey, number 55, the starting point guard for the Rails.
Some of us older coaches had the discussion. I know with Dowling, their girls shoot a lot in practice, and Joel and I and Tommy say, man, we never got to shoot that much in practice when we were kids. Yeah. And then we're probably second-guessing, why didn't we let our kids shoot more?
You got to take advantage of times and find that in the practice plan. And now Dowling with the ball, long three, up and no good by Sadie Reinhardt, who's in there. Number 1, she was added to the roster, a 5'8 sophomore. Also in there, number 41, Sophie Anthony Bodie. Now Lincoln with the ball. They work underneath. Faust shot up and no good. Tipped out of bounds by the Maroons. And the clock continues to run as we're in the mercy rule, high school basketball, 35-point rule. If you're ahead by 35 in the second half, the clock runs. Except for they modified it. Free throws, they will stop it. They never used to, but they did after they started the mercy rule. Lincoln with the ball. There's Martinez. Over to Dickey. Her shot up no good. And the rebound out to Dowling. Hazel with the rebound. Inside to Reinhardt. And her shot is no good. She'll go to the free throw line. As the quarter has come to an end, foul is on Lincoln's. Ava Signs her second. And this will be a two-shot foul as the quarter has ended for Reinhardt. Sadie's first varsity attempt is no good. Second one coming. Eyes the bucket, and it is no good. And the quarter is over. So Dowling now with the lead, 88-18 over Lincoln as we go to the fourth quarter alongside Scott Babinet, Mark Amadale again. Come to the end of the third quarter. Girls Class 5A regional semifinal basketball here at the Dowling Gym. Dowling 88, Lincoln 18 here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Each year, men from throughout the Archdiocese of Dubuque gather to learn, pray, share, and build relationships. The 2024 Men's Conference will feature John Edwards from Just a Guy in the Pew Ministries as keynote speaker, Saturday, March 9th from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. at St. Pius X Catholic Church in Cedar Rapids. Mass will be celebrated by Archbishop Thomas Zinkula, and virtual participation will be available. Schedule and registration info at iowacatholicradio.com. A message from Iowa Catholic Radio.
Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology provides advanced and medical aesthetics, body contouring, wellness, and spa services. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Thank you, Brightside Aesthetics, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Mercy One. Live your best life with Mercy One. With Iowa's largest network of care locations, personalized care is right in your neighborhood. Schedule online at mercyone.org.
KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym, underway in the fourth quarter with the running clock. Dowling with the ball first. Corner three is up and no good by Sophie Anthony Bodie for Dowling, who checked in. She is a 5'6" freshman brought up to the varsity for this tournament run. And rebound out to Lincoln. Rails with it. Cassidy Dickey in the front court with Liera Martinez. Now over to Ava Saenz. Also in there, Ella Faust for Lincoln. As the rails get a shot in the baseline, no good, and the ball goes out of bounds off of the rails. And the fifth starter for the Lincoln team is Monique Stonhoker, a sophomore. Rails are dressing 1 senior, 2 juniors, 7 sophomores, and 3 freshmen. Now Harnden all the way down, and an uncontested layup good for Macy Harnden. As the Maroons in that third quarter, Scott outscored Lincoln 26-8. To lead it.
Yeah, and
88-18. Right now it's 90-18.
Yeah, and they shot 7 for 9 from 3 there, so there weren't a lot of misses there, and 2 for 3 from two-point land. So,
all right, here's a shot by Lincoln. It's no good by Stonehocker. Rebound Dowling, and the Maroons down the front court. Now a corner three by Rice is up and no good. Offensive rebound, put back good by the senior Emma Hazel. Nice shot by Emma on the left side. Put the ball up with her offhand and got it off the glass good.
Yeah, good hustle there.
92-18. The Maroons threatening to hit the century mark. I think the last time they hit the century mark was last time they played Lincoln back on February 22nd of 2020. Now here is Saenz for 3. It's no good by the rails, and the ball tracked down by Faust, and Lincoln with 5 on the shot clock. Here's Saenz. Down the right side, shot off the glass, left it short, and rebound Dowling and Sophie Anthony Bodie. Dowling the other way, outlet pass up, and a shot up and good by Maddie Rice, her 4th point of the night.
Yeah, they're just able to run out and go. Lincoln looks like they're worn down as well, and tired.
Well, as we're going to have the running clock the rest of the way, 94-18 is our score, and I know you're keeping numbers, but Scott, what a night it was. Matter of fact, the Clark family is here at the Dowling Gym tonight, and no, Caitlin is not with them. I saw her in Iowa City today during the Iowa men's game, but they're up there watching these Dowling girls as both Brent and his wife Ann are here. But what a night you had with a pretty good contention of Dowling coaches, Dowling girls basketball team, and many other followers here at the school that went to the game. What a memorable night Thursday when Caitlin got the scoring record.
Yeah, I mean, that was – my wife was telling me, you need to go. I'm like, have you seen the cost of tickets? I'm not going to be able to go. Then I got a text from Coach Myers saying that I believe it's Coach Joensen had found some tickets that we could come with the fact that we coached Caitlin in high school, and she invited me, and which, I was totally honored to say yes and go with some of my friends, which are still connections, even though we don't see each other every day. But, man, what an honor, what a blessing. I just feel so blessed. Got to sit with Coach Donahue and talk a lot about all that's happened with Caitlin. And, I think we all expected she would be great. I just didn't know that she'd blow up like she has on the national scene. But she's such a great player, and her work ethic is second to none. I hear people say, oh, she does this, she does that, or she has these antics or that. Nobody ever sees her work ethic except her teammates, right? And it's
that's true.
I just think it's, if you don't know, you don't know. And it's just, to get to see her compete. I once described her, I told her dad once, I hope it's okay to describe her this way. Caitlin hates losing more than she loves winning, and man, does she love winning. And, we all have those athletes we've coached that say, if they would just put together the thinking part of the game with their athletic ability, or if they had the athletic ability to go with her thing. She has it all. And on top of it, she's always been a hard worker and led by example that way as well. So, it's like the perfect package. And I always said, yes, she's aggressive, she's intense, she's competitive, but every coach in America would rather have that than have to try to force it out of a kid or beg it out of a kid. And, to see all she's accomplished, and, I couldn't be more proud. It was just sitting there, and, boy, she took off fast. I told Tom, this is going to go down fast. She's not waiting. And after those first 2 baskets, I got my phone out, and every time they got the ball, I started recording the possessions, and I got it well. We were about 8 rows up from the floor, and just perfect. After the game, the Clarks were good enough to get us down on the court to see her, take a picture with her. We haven't seen the picture yet, but I'm sure we will. And then we got to take one with her family and some of her teammates, I believe, and it just an incredible night.
Well, it certainly was. And while we were away, now a bank 3 up and good by Lincoln, and that's Ava Sines with her second 3 of the night. She's got 6 points. Earlier, Dowling's Sadie Reinhardt got her first varsity point. The freshman went the free throw line and hit 1 for 2. As our score is 97-22 Dowling with 3 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. That was Scott Babineau giving us his testimony of Thursday night. And for us that were covering the game that night, we were at the Norwalk gym, and Mr. Bobby Cataldo had his phone. He was right in front of us. We were up on the track. We looked through the fence, and his wife Jolynn said, "Mark, she's 1 away." And then we happened to be around and saw it, and it was just a great feeling. There were a lot of Dowling fans there, obviously watching the boys' game. And that was just awesome. And now a long 3 by the Maroons. Up and good, and that is Kaylee Klein, another 3. I need a calculator, Scott. That is her 6th 3 of the night. She has 20 points off the bench for the Maroons, the freshman, Kaylee Klein. And we'll keep it here with a timeout for substitutions. But, you say all that, and, Caitlin set the record of most points. She's now on track to catch Lynette Woodward, 36-49. She needs 80 more points for that. And then Pete Maravich she's 98 points from his record. But what a night it was. She only needed 8 points, but she hit that patented logo 3 from just outside the MediaCom logo in Iowa City. And she did it with, what was it here, 7:48 left to go in the first quarter. Right. So not much time went off the clock since the tip of that contest Thursday. So you better have your phone out. Well, it was funny because we were watching pregame warm-ups, and she just wasn't missing. And, some people say, well, that could be a bad sign. I'm right. Not with her. I mean, she has such supreme confidence. And, we used to say maybe too much, but, I don't know with her. I think you have to appreciate the greatness that is there while it's there. And sometimes we just look for something to find fault in people. And, there's just no need. Sometimes appreciate the greatness that's in front of you and enjoy it, because it doesn't last. I mean, it's so short compared to the life that we live, right? So. Now here's a shot up and no good by Emma Hazel on the pass from Nellie Johnson. Rebound Lincoln. Before that, Sophie Anthony Bodie, another freshman, with the basket. She has 4 points tonight. And now here's a steal by, once again, Sophie Anthony Bodie. Her shot up and no good. Offensive rebound put back up and good by the senior Emma Hazel. She has 4 points. And a report over at Southeast Polk. The Rams now leading Iowa City West 29-26 going into the fourth quarter. A good friend Mike Burker, who used to sit on that bench with Bob and Sharon Hansen for many years, providing that score. I have to ask you why he's out at Southeast Polk High School tonight, but I won't. Now Dowling with the steal, and on a foul on Lincoln, Maddie Rice with the steal. 37 seconds remaining, and it's going to be an early night here as we approach 8 o'clock. Dowling 104, Lincoln 22, and now free throws coming. And when I was telling you earlier, when I came to Iowa, I had no idea who Caitlin Clark was. I was fortunate to get hired on here at Dowling. I'd almost given up on my opportunities. I remember emailing Coach Wilson at like 12:30 in the morning, Sunday morning, saying, "Hey, do you have any openings?" And I woke up surprised the next morning. I had like a 6:30 in the morning email saying, "Yeah, we'd love to," And I mean, I thanked him the other night when I saw him. I said, I thought my coaching days were done, and
you and Kristen gave me the opportunity to join this great program, and just really enjoyed it. And lifetime of memories and lifetime of friends and connections. And it just, on top of it, we got to front row seat to see Caitlin play along with her teammates for 4 years.
Well, that was awesome. When you get Coach Wilson at Carver Hawkeye Arena, he hasn't been there in a long, long time, and it might have been a wrestling meet, as we have gone final here at the Dowling Gym. Dowling defeats Lincoln 106-22, the final score. Dowling will play here at the Dowling Gym Tuesday night for a berth in the girls' state basketball tournament in Class 5A. They'll await the winner of the Roosevelt and Ottumwa game. That score has not went final yet, and we'll work on that during our postgame show. We would invite our listeners to stay tuned for our postgame show. But yeah, Dowling girls improved their record to 18-4. Lincoln closes out its season with a record of 6-18, and we thank head coach Dom Shirley and his staff for helping us prepare for this contest. But it was all Dowling tonight. The Maroons led at halftime 62-10, and they win it 106-22. So we will total up the scoring. Come back for maybe a few more stories. We'll have the post-game show, and I think we're going to have maybe a player or two join us, and one of them might be the lone senior for the Dowling group. But stay tuned as the post-game show coming up here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Final, Dowling 106, Lincoln 22. And alongside Scott Babinet, Mark Amadale, we'll take a 2-minute break along our network lines. 2-minute break, and our thanks to Mary Stasmy and Brady Grimm back at the studios in Iowa Catholic Radio. And we'll try to get you some scores after we get our numbers totaled up. But we'll be back in 2 minutes for our post-game show tonight from the Dowling Gym here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Throughout history, our Lord has shown us that He is truly present in the Blessed Sacrament. Experience these wonders for yourself as Iowa Catholic Radio presents the Vatican International Exhibition Eucharistic Miracles of the World at Dowling Catholic High School in West Des Moines, now through February 29th. Learn more about how you can bring this beautiful panel display to your parish, school, or faith-based organization by calling 515-223-1150 or visit iowacatholicradio.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory. Caldwell Parish offers services that are unique to the individual while following the Catholic funeral rites. Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory, Des Moines' only Catholic-owned and operated funeral home.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Westgate Dental, offering cosmetic, family, implant, and general dentistry. Located at 1073rd Street, Suite 1 in West Des Moines, just behind Dowling Catholic High School. Learn more at westgatedentalia.com.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym. Final score tonight as Dowling advances to the regional final on Tuesday night in Class 5A regional girls basketball. Maroons win it 106-22 over Des Moines Lincoln. Dowling led at halftime 62-10 and went on from there. Alongside Scott Babinet, Mark Amadale, you're listening to the postgame show. We hope to have a couple of a coach and maybe a player up here on the postgame show. So I'm moving some coats around and some papers around so we can get that to happen. And Scott Babinet, a game in which Dowling took control of early. The Maroons led 33-2 at the end of the first quarter and led 62-10 at halftime as they outscored the Rails 29-8 in that second quarter. They outscored the Rails 26-8 in the third quarter and outscored Lincoln 18-4 in the fourth quarter to win it 106-22 and advance to the next night, and that would be Tuesday night, and the game will have an Iowa Catholic Radio, 7 o'clock tip-off, Dowling against either Roosevelt or Ottumwa. That game's still going on over at the Roosevelt Gym just down the freeway here. And I'll get on social media when you give your stats here to kind of look that up and give us some thoughts on your end.
We need someone over there to report the game.
There you go.
Tonight Lincoln ended 8 for 41 from the field, 3 for 13 from the three-point line. I had him 3 for 8 from the free throw line, 22 total rebounds, 7 of which were offensive rebounds, and ended with 26 turnovers. For the Maroons, I had them as 39 for 71 from the field, which included 17 for 36 from the line, three-point line, 11 for 17 from the free throw line, 44 rebounds, 17 of them were offensive, and a total of 2 turnovers. So they got out and ran, which is what they like to do, rim run. You know, I actually expected Lincoln to come out and play a lot of zone tonight. They didn't really do that till later in the game, and Dowling just got out and was able to break down their defense and then look for the bounce pass inside for the opposite side post who opened up. And once they got rolling, they didn't stop.
All right, last report, it was Roosevelt leading Ottumwa at halftime, 29-21. That makes sense because we're way ahead of schedule with the running clock that we had. So Roosevelt up 8 over Ottumwa at halftime. As they're involved the second half over at the Roosevelt Gym. We'll try to keep you appraised on that as we move through our post-game show. Let's take a look at the scoring here. We'll start with the visitors from Des Moines Lincoln. They had one player in double-figure scoring tonight, and that was their lone senior. That was Carly Julius, a young lady playing basketball at Iowa Lakes Community College next year. She was our team leader in points, rebounds, blocks coming into the contest. She finished with 12 points and was 2 of 3 at the free throw line to lead the Rails. She was followed by Ava Saenz with 6 points. Liera Martinez off the bench with 3 points for Lincoln, and Leah Ochoa with 1 point, rounding out scoring for the Rails. Monique Stonehocker did not score for Lincoln, and Ella Faust off the bench did not score, and neither did Kiela Key, a freshman off the bench, did not score. The Rails went 3 of 7 at the free throw line. For Dowling Catholic, well, I think almost everybody scored that got in. I'm looking to see who didn't, and I think everybody that got in did score. So 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, all 14 scored that suited up tonight. You don't see that very often. The Maroons were led by freshman off the bench, Kaylee Klein with 20 points. And she knocked down 6 3-pointers in the contest and 2 for 2 at the free throw line. How about those numbers for that young lady, huh?
Yeah, what a great night she had. And again, with her and Macy Harnden come off the bench and providing scoring, Macy came in and I believe hit a couple quick threes when she got in, and just the fact that they come in ready to go is tremendous for the Maroons looking forward in the future as the 2 primary subs that come in for them.
Yeah, all 12 of the Maroons scored tonight that suited, according to my count, but Kaylee Klein finishing with 20 points. She was followed in scoring in double figures by Ellie Muller with 16 points, Ava Zediker with 14, and we didn't see them in the fourth quarter at all, or very limited numbers of minutes in the second half. And also with 14 points, Layla Tritton. So Tritton and Zediker with 14 each, Klein with 20, and Muller with 16 were the 4 in double figures for Dowling. Macy Harnden off the bench with 8 points. Katie Muller with 8 points. 4 points for Emma Hazel, the lone senior on the Dowling club. And Sophie Anthony Bodie with 4 points. Young lady they just brought up to the varsity tonight. Nellie Johnson finishing with 6 points for Dowling Catholic. Let's see. 4 points for Ellie. I mentioned 4 points for Ellie Olson. And who am I missing here? Maddie Rice with 6 points. And I think Harnden finishing with 8. Johnson. Reinhardt finishing with 1 point. So there we go. We've got them all. Look who showed up when I was reading off numbers here, Scott.
You predicted it.
Predicted what?
You predicted that she would show up for the interview, right?
The lone senior.
It's her night.
And I've got her. She's part of my script here if I can ever find it. Yeah, got all this stuff here.
Hey, got a lot of paperwork there.
That's right there. Well, first of all, Joel Danner, the assistant coach, joins us along with senior Emma Hazel. But about this gal right here. I get to read this for the whole month, Coach Danner. First of all, congratulations.
Well, thank you, sir. Thanks for actually covering our game again tonight. It's always a pleasure.
Well, these are difficult, but, Babinet had a long fourth quarter when he was talking about his events that happened Thursday night in Iowa City. We went through the whole litany. I just said, keep going, but he did.
Plenty of opportunities there. A lot happening Thursday night.
He had a thesis all ready to go, and I give him credit.
He's a good guy, and what a great night to celebrate Caitlin and just reflect, like Coach talked about Dowling Catholic and just everything that she's done for our program, and obviously now Emma's carried on here for 4 years, so tradition lives on.
Emma Hazel, the Dowling Catholic High School Activity Spotlight February's recipient. Emma, welcome.
Hello.
Say hello. Well, you were in studio last time you were on Iowa Catholic Radio with Deacon Mark Campbell, I think. Leonetti was gone that day, but what do you think about that? You getting any? You hear anything about that? People giving you. Talking about this?
Yeah, my mom posted on Facebook, of course.
Of
course, I saw a bunch of comments, and teachers at Dowling said that they would listen to it, and I was just like, oh, that's kind of cool, but yeah.
We played it, I think it was the senior night, because it was a long night. We had things going. We played the interview between games, so you were on during prime time too.
Oh, yeah.
In the evening, not that morning stuff that Leonetti and those guys do. But, so congratulations, Emma.
Thank you.
The lone senior.
Yes.
Boy, you've got stories. You got more stories than the coaches than the rest of these kids, because like Katie Muller and a few of the freshmen are only been here a year. You've got stories on Coach Meyer and Danner and Faber, I bet.
A couple.
Let's start with Minnesota. How many times you been up there with the group? Is it 2 or 3 years you've been up there?
Twice, yes.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's always been fun. Like this year, obviously with the new people, it's just been really good. But it's always good to see like different competition and just being with each other. So
that's a lot of fun. I know you do it. We're joined by Emma Hazel, the lone Dowling senior who got a play tonight. I had you down for 4 points. I hope that's right.
Yes.
I know. Would you end up on the plus-minus chart? Hopefully on the plus side.
Hopefully.
These coaches, that's something we never see in the media. I know it exists. I never see. Danner knows what I'm talking about. The plus-minus chart, the little things. But Emma, talk about your career. Now you're one game away from going to state. Wouldn't that be something if that happens on Tuesday night? We don't know if it's going to be Roosevelt or Toma. They're still playing.
Yes.
But you've been on this team. That's a lot of fun going to state, isn't it?
It is. I'm excited. We'll be ready either way, Toma or Roosevelt. But I don't know. I'm excited. So. Is
it difficult for you with your parents being teachers? Your dad, your dad coached, Caitlin Clark, and your parents are over there right now. And then your mom's a principal up at St. Luke's in Ankeny, assistant principal. Is it difficult for you to get through that? Because if it isn't, then practice has got to be easy, right? It's got to be easy with these guys, right?
Sometimes, but it's been difficult. My mom has been super busy, so I don't see her a lot as much as when she was just teaching at St. Francis, but it's not that bad.
Well, great. I know you're going to go into the teaching profession at least a little bit. Is that right, Emma?
Yes.
Go to that school up north, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Iowa State. I can say Iowa State. My wife and daughter left. They're all Iowa State fans.
Oh, really?
I'm the lone Hawkeye, so we got that going. Again, the final tonight, Dowling 106, Lincoln 22. Mark Hemmedale, Scott Babinet here in the postgame show with assistant coach Joel Danner and Dowling Catholic senior Emma Hazel. And Scott Babinet, I know you're itching to ask a question. Danner or Hazel? Which one?
Oh, Emma, I actually heard your interview. I was going through Twitter one morning looking for something positive, and it popped up. I go, I'm going to listen to this. And what an incredible testimony you gave on there about your outreach and things you're doing. And it's, as a former coach and athletic director, you always want to see your student athletes out in the community and doing things to not only put the lessons they learn in life, in athletics and school, but also into how they live their lives. And so thank you for that. That's encouragement to others and of the way things are. And you're ahead of the game entering adulthood. So that was a real blessing to me. And I don't even know you, so I didn't get the chance to be around you much. I think you were probably a freshman after I left, and it's incredible to hear young people such as yourself do such a good job. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Being a blessing to others. So
I'm glad Coach Meyer got you up here tonight, Emma.
Thank you.
Right. What can you talk a little bit about Coach Danner? I know he's not saying much now. Usually he's pretty talkative, but What do you think about this guy here?
Oh, he's the best. I mean, he makes practice so fun. Like, look at him. He's just always got a smile.
That's not what I wrote down for you to read. I didn't write that. You know what he is. They're all good people.
Mm-hmm.
What's one of the memories you have of Dowling, be it on the basketball team or anything in the classroom? What's one of your memories that you're going to take with you as you approach graduation here when the snow melts and the flowers start blooming in May? What's something you're looking back on in 4 years?
Well, I mean, just the people I've been around. Like, there's just so many people at Dowling that are just, like, great individuals. And now that you mentioned, like, snow melting, one memory is last year after a game, Marr went sledding with us, and it was really fun.
That's the one night I parked down in that area, and I'm thinking, I hear these girls giggling, and it was who was down? Was it Moeller and
we had
Zedeker and you and a few others?
Yeah, Oli, Layla, I think, yeah.
And I go down there, and Scott, I walked down there, and Danner might have been down there.
I wasn't. I don't remember that.
Oh, I do. And it's like, what is going on there in the hills near the baseball field?
We're old. We know to stay away from that stuff.
Well, I did. I wasn't getting in that stuff. I didn't have my boots with me or my overalls. But that was a lot of fun. So
yes.
Nobody got hurt, right?
No,
that was the main thing. Because
no.
Danner was worried about that. I hope they didn't tweak their ankle or hurt their knee, or they're all in the training room getting ice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good.
Yes.
That's good. All right. Coach Danner, tonight, I know this is a one-sided game. You know, you look forward. And, first of all 12, I got 12, I think, scored. Everybody that came in played and scored, including Sadie Reinhardt. I give a shout-out to the Reinhardt family because I know a few of them, and Sophie Anthony Bodie added to the roster. They all got into and scored.
No, it was a great contribution from all 12, and you know, just things that we need to work on. We knew we were going to have to bring our own energy tonight, and they did that on the defensive end, which obviously got our offense going. And you know, the girls did a fantastic job on the offensive boards early, and you know, it was just a nice, relaxing night, and we knew that going in that, you know, if we just played the way that we're capable of doing and the way we've practiced last week and a half, that things would go our way. So credit to the girls and credit to Emma for keeping everybody focused on what they're supposed to do in the task at hand, and you know, just take one game at a time and we move on.
You know, it's got to be tough, Emma, having, you know, senior night on last Friday, a week ago Friday, with Urbandale. Then you have 8 days off.
Yeah.
And I didn't see any teams on the schedule. I didn't see a scrimmage with another school. That means 8 days of practice with Danner, Meyer, and Faber. So
yes.
I commend you for that. But talk about how did that go until tonight when you get to play someone.
Yeah, so we did a lot of like skill work in practice, and some days we hit harder than others, but we just try to focus on like, okay, what do we need to do to like help with our offense and make sure that defense is still sound, because going into this game we knew like scouting report wasn't going to have to be super like focused upon because like we just knew the opponent, but just making sure in practice like we're going out 100% and making sure that we're doing what we need to do to succeed into tonight.
Well, you certainly did, and you came out in full force. Those kids were full court press. Like Coach Danner said, bringing the energy. You had to bring it yourself. And now it's you know, a couple days off, and then Tuesday night you play for the right to go to the state tournament once again. Be what, Dowling's 21st appearance, hopefully, or no, 25th appearance at the state tournament. So that'll be pretty fun. Hopefully that'll all take care of itself. Talk about your role in the team, Emma. You're not a starter, but you know your role on this team, and that's amazing for a senior because you're the lone senior of this group of 12.
Yeah, so I just like make sure that showing up every day to practice, like I'm locked in. That way I can help everyone else so that they're staying on the same page, making sure I'm pushing others in practice. And then it's really important, like games like tonight and just like all the games, like I got to bring energy and make sure that I'm there for everyone and making sure that they know like what they're doing. But yeah, just like making sure I'm locked in and ready to go.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you stopping up.
Thank you.
Coach Danner, I'm going to give you both a chance. Any shout-outs out there, Coach Danner, anybody that might be listening? And your wife sat next to us, so don't start with her, but I know you probably will.
No, I'll have to go to my oldest daughter. She's probably down in Maryville, Missouri, so I'm listening to the game. She's down there to track me. So, Alexis, good job.
Okay. Emma Hazel, any shout-outs? I mean, you got parents, you got 2 siblings.
Yeah,
you go right ahead.
Over there in the corner, I guess. Morgan, that's my best friend.
Okay.
But, yeah, probably my family.
Well, congratulations tonight.
Thank you.
Congratulations on being the Dowling Catholic's Activity Spotlight winner and for February. And I've read your name so much, I know it by heart now, Scott, don't I?
You do.
That was awesome. Great interview with Deacon Mark. And what'd you think of the studio?
It was pretty cool.
I hardly ever get to it. I'm always here. It's either here or maybe a table at Waukee High School or at Valley. I don't get into it too much, but well, good for you. Emma, best of luck.
Thank you.
And get them ready for Tuesday night against and we got the final, we said.
Yeah.
Roosevelt was a winner, right?
52-41, so Coach Joel gets to go home and work on that scouting report. He probably actually already has it done because this guy,
he'll do both teams.
He runs defense, he runs the scout team, runs with the posts a lot, and he just does a great job and gets the girls ready with that scout team and knowing what the plays are and the right amount of effort to give out there. So they're not hurting the girls at all, but getting them ready. So,
yes.
And you know, the one thing I didn't get to tell about our trip the other day is how we were drag racing down 80 to get there, and then I'm kidding.
Drag racing on I-80.
He went on the way back or way there and got to the parking lot before I did, and I took a different turn and I went according to the maps, and his instinct won out. I think I beat him back. So.
Yes, he did. He did. I told him I was going to go 10 miles per hour speed limit on the way back. I think he was pushing 15, so it's hard to keep up with him.
I don't know what
Emma, you didn't hear any of that. You didn't hear any of that.
No.
That's not the way to do it.
That's right.
Well, thank you both for stopping by. Joel, thank you for all you do behind the scenes. Scott, I bet he had both scouting reports done for both teams, and he's just got to pull one over and make adjustments. That's how this guy works.
I do.
Am I close?
You're right
Danner,
on.
am I close?
I've got them both done. I just got to update the stats tonight, and life will be good.
He's probably got the film marked.
I've got everything ready to go.
I can look at that and see all his comments.
Yep.
Emma, how's this presentations with film? Is it pretty good when you guys do film?
Yes.
It's all organized. I wouldn't expect anything other than from Joel Danner. So, Joel, thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Thanks for being up here, and we'll look forward to Tuesday night. And go get him. Emma Hazel, great job, senior year. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And thanks for being part of tonight.
Thank you.
All right. We'll take a break. That'll be our final break of the night. Dowling defeating Des Moines Lincoln 106-22 here at the Dowling Catholic Gym alongside Scott Babinett, Mark Amadale. We'll return for final thoughts after these messages on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym. Our final thoughts here on the postgame show following Dowling's win over Des Moines Lincoln 106-22 here in the Class 5A Girls Region 3 in Class 5A postseason basketball. The semifinals tonight, and one final is all set. It'll be Dowling and Roosevelt, and that'll be Tuesday night here at the Dowling Gym. 7 o'clock they'll tip it off. We'll go on the air at 6:45, and the first time they've met this year. Roosevelt out of the like Lincoln, out of the Metro Conference that split away from the Central Iowa Metro League. So we will have that contest here on Iowa Catholic Radio. And Iowa City West up 4 with 15 seconds to go over at Southeast Polk and waiting for a final there. That was the other score we were kind of keeping an eye on. So a CIML team on the verge of being eliminated, and that being Southeast Polk.
Southeast Polk's had a kind of an up-and-down year. You know, they flashed a few times where they were playing so well, and I know they started off slow, but, that would be a disappointing result for them, obviously.
Yeah, no question about it. We also like to thank our supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio as Iowa City West defeats Southeast Polk 38-37 in a one-point game. So Iowa City West will advance, and they will move on to the they will take on the winner of Waukee and Urbandale in Region 4 on Tuesday night. Waukee, obviously the favored, being the highest seeded team in that region. So Iowa City West will have to come back to Central Iowa on Tuesday if that's the case. I want to thank Bozen the Florist, Ashworth Vision Clinic, along with construction professionals, Klein Electric, our thanks to Catholic Tuition Organization, Skeffington's Formal Wear, Blessman International, and Fast Signs. And, of course, our good friends at Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology in Clive. And we appreciate BrightsideIowa.com and their support for Dowling Catholic High School's Activity Spotlight. And we had a chance to talk to Emma Hazel in our postgame show, as she is February's recipient of the Activity Spotlight. So our thanks to her and Joel Danner. Scott Babinet, any final thoughts before we sign off? Well, we're going to be I'll be back on the air Monday with Dowling and East and boys first round sub-state basketball, and we'll be on the air Tuesday for the regional final with Dowling and Roosevelt.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that game. There's only been 1 year and since Coach Meyer's been here that they haven't been to state, and this is the weirdest year, that Caitlin's senior year. As I said, it was so disappointing there, but I fully expect them to advance and contend this year for the state title. I think they've got the team, the shooting. Again, their big Achilles heels is they turn the ball over. So they played well tonight in a game that sometimes coaches it's a hard game for both coaches in the sense that, how do you want to handle it? How do you want to address minutes? How do you want – and, for Dowling it went exceptionally well, and I think Coach Meyer got everything she wanted out of this game tonight.
Well, that is certainly true, and they got away with the victory, and you play for a state tournament berth on Tuesday. Scott, thanks for all you do. Thanks for sharing your experience on Thursday night over in Iowa City with Caitlin Clark breaking the scoring record. Glad you could back with the old coaching staff and friends to do that. That was a great testimony you brought us during the second half of tonight's game, and we'll talk to you Tuesday night.
All right. Thank you.
That'll wrap up our post-game show here from the Dowling Gym. Our thanks to everybody involved, including athletic director here at Dowling, Tom Wilson, Colleen Webb, and Jared Herring, part of the athletic staff here. Our thanks to our studio producers tonight, Brady Grimm and Mary Stotsme at Iowa Catholic Radio. And our thanks to our business underwriters, supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio. This is our 47th year of broadcasting Dowling Catholic High School athletics. Our thanks to Matt Wilkham and Deacon Mark Campbell back at the Iowa Catholic Radio Network and all they do. Also like to thank Des Moines Lincoln head girls basketball coach Dom Shirley, their athletic director Phil Chia, and his staff for assisting us tonight, and of course head coach Kristen Meyer of Dowling Catholic for being part of our broadcast and her assistance. Our next high school basketball broadcast will be this Monday night on President's Day. It is a holiday. That'll be February 19th. The boys Class 4A first round sub-state game. It'll be Des Moines East at Dowling, pregame at 6:45, tip-off 7 o'clock from right here at the Dowling Gym. Join us here on Iowa Catholic Radio for the broadcast. That'll be followed by Tuesday, and we'll have Dowling and Roosevelt girls Class 5A regional final. The winner will go to the girls state basketball tournament, and we'll have that game on Tuesday. So Monday and Tuesday next week we'll be on the air here on Iowa Catholic Radio with postseason girls and boys basketball. For my broadcast partner, Scott Babinet, this is Mark Amadale, thanking you for tuning in on this Saturday night. For our studio producer, Brady Grimm and Mary Stotsme, wishing everybody along Iowa Catholic Radio Network stations a pleasant good evening. Our final score for the final time, Dowling Catholic improves its record to 18-4 with a 106-22 win over Des Moines Lincoln. The Rails close out their season with a record of 6-18. And for everybody involved, have a safe and blessed, faith-filled weekend.
Coverage of Dowling Catholic sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Klein Electric, Blessman International, Fast Signs, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Bozen the Florist. Please support the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio. The preceding has been a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Is to think about it as a spiritual place, as an invisible chapel that you can enter into.